Let's go to Kent listening in Jersey Village. Kent, thanks for hanging on. Welcome to the Voice of Texas.
Yeah, I wanted to talk about Ronna Romney.
Ronna McDaniel?
But I also want, exactly, thank you. Well, I'd call her Ronna Romney. But I also wanted to comment, what a shame that there's a waiting period for Trump to sell his shares in Trump Media. If he could, he'd sell it all now to pay off his legal bills. Then the stock would crash to zero, and all of the MAGA morons who bought shares the past 48 hours would be left holding the bag. Would that
because everything Trump does has really been terrible financially for him, right?
Would that be his best grift ever, or would it still be the Trump NFT trading card grift?
No.
Or
Trump
it would be
University
different. Or Trump Stakes.
So now you're calling into the program inventing things that Trump didn't do so you can blame him for it. Is that how this works?
Well, he would sell all those shares if he could.
No, he didn't. He hasn't. He's not going to.
Because he legally can't. But as soon as he can, he will. And all the wonderful MAGA people who invested in
You realize you're
media,
calling into the program and just making things up right now. You understand you're doing that, right?
What did I make up?
Trump isn't selling anything right now.
In fact, there's a waiting period.
He just went through against the dirtbags that are charging him with a crime that he did not commit.
There's a blackout period. Do you know
I understand. I know
work?
exactly what you're saying. He can't do anything for 6 months. I know what you're saying. You're just hypothetically espousing that if Trump had the ability, he would screw all of his MAGA people right now, and you're calling them losers or whatever because you're trying to make a dirtbag point on this program that doesn't exist.
Hasn't he ripped them off enough already?
No, he hasn't.
I'm sure you think that.
What did you call? Is that what
did you buy a Bible yet for $59.99?
No, I have not bought a Bible. No, I haven't.
It's really nice. It's got the American flag. It's got Trump's name on it. It's super. I mean, isn't it great isn't it amazing that a billionaire has to stoop to that level? Not to mention, when's the last time he went to church? Like 1980?
When's the last time we had a former president prosecuted for crimes he didn't even commit?
Oh, yeah, he did nothing wrong, of course. Are you really that dumb enough to believe that?
No, I'm not dumb enough. I use facts and evidence to come to conclusions, something that you don't use. You prefabricate situations in order to blame it on someone.
Right. What are you going to say when those cases do, like especially the documents case and the J6 case? What are you going to... 2 or 3 years from now, saying I supported MAGA is going to be
okay, let me ask you a question, Kent. Did you believe that Russia collusion occurred when Donald Trump, did he collude with Russia to get elected the first time?
Technically, he didn't collude with them, but they gave him a lot of help.
So you still believe the lies, what you're saying. So you're going to continue with the lies. That didn't happen, but you say it did.
I just told you he did not collude, but they did a lot that helped him. All the troll farms, all the social media.
Yeah, they bought less than $150,000 in Facebook ads. That's what happened.
Yeah, that's it, I'm sure.
Yeah, that's the facts. That's what they found.
Right.
But you don't believe in facts. You want to create things.
How come everyone around Trump ends up in jail?
Who's all in jail?
Attorney? Huh?
Who's all in jail?
Who? Manafort, Bannon, Stone.
Bannon's not in jail. Roger Stone's not in jail.
Yeah, because he pardoned them. How about Alan Weisselberg? How about Alan Weisselberg?
People that committed crimes, people like his former lawyer. Yeah, if you commit a crime, you probably deserve to go to jail.
Exactly. Michael Cohen, right. How come everyone around Trump ends up in
Not
jail?
Everyone's around him. Are you the same guy that called in under a different name yesterday, or is this what's your real name?
I forget what name I gave today.
You forgot what name. Thanks for calling. You're such a joke. Thank you so much. No, I'm done with you. I'm done. You can't even remember the fake name you came up with trying to push fake news propaganda on my show, and you think I'm just going to let you do it because you're so articulate and so eloquent with the way you spew your nonsense. You're trash. Listen, you can call in as often as you want, use whatever fake name you want to use. All that does is destroy any sense of fake credibility you thought you were going to get calling into this program, trying to convince ill-informed people that Donald Trump is committing a crime. He's not. He hasn't. He hasn't. They took a misdemeanor and tried to turn it into a felony in the same district where they're taking felonies and letting them go and dropping them to misdemeanors. That's right, in New York. Oh, what a concept. The crime that they claim that he committed, this fraud case, oh, yeah, Jon Stewart went on and attacked him about it. That guy did it 10 times worse than what Donald Trump supposedly did. Okay, so you got that. All right, well, whatever. Just because there's no victim, just because everybody got paid back with interest, the banks themselves came and testified on Trump's behalf. You've got a attorney general who campaigned on, I'm going to get Trump no matter what. You've got a dirtbag judge, Arthur Engron, whose wife was going and posting memes just like what you're doing here on the program on Facebook of Trump going to jail or whatever. He's not going to jail. He's not broke. He's not going to go sell all of his stocks so everybody gets stuck handing the bag. He's the best president we've had in our lifetime, and you're going to call into the program and espouse nonsense just so you can try to push your garbage agenda. You're so biased, you can't even see the garbage you're trying to push. That's what's so hilarious about your phone call. And you call in and use a fake name because you won't even use your real name because you, sir, are trash. Thanks for calling into my program. I appreciate you showing all of my listeners what trash you have to do in order to try to convince people to not vote for a guy that is 1,000 times better on his worst day than your part-time president who has run this country straight into the ground. Thanks for the call. By the way, the fake name you used today was Kent. You were Willie yesterday, and then last week I think you were David or whatever. So, good luck to you.
And Chris, let me throw in real quick. If you disagree with what Chris X or any of our talk show hosts have to say, you don't have to say you're going to be talking about one thing. Because, by the way, for you listeners who don't know, he said he wanted to talk about MSNBC, what happened over there. And if you say you want to talk about, hey, I disagree with you, Chris, or I don't like, if you're anti-Trump, hey, we'll put you on. It's no big deal. I mean, it's not like we're going to say, oh, he's anti-Trump. We're not going to put him on the air. In fact, Chris Salcedo says sometimes, if you disagree with what I'm saying, call in. And Chris X, you can affirm to that because you listen to his show sometimes too.
Absolutely.
Please, you don't have to tell us a fake name. You don't have to give us a fake subject you don't talk about. We're going to put you on the air. In fact, Chris X sometimes tells me, you tell me yourself, hey, I'm going to go to this caller first instead of waiting in their turn in line. So you don't have to do that, guys.
Yeah, thanks for that. Thanks for clarifying that. But first of all, you're right. Oftentimes, if we disagree, there are people I disagree with all the time. Kent. But what happens is I don't hate them. I have no problem with them. We have a difference of opinion. But the difference between them and you, Kent, quote unquote, is they're not liars like you. They have a difference of opinion. And when we have a difference of opinion, I appreciate the dialogue. You don't appreciate the dialogue. You're a condescending jerk who calls into radio programs and lies about your name and where you're calling from and your topic. That is a term in the radio business known as a seminar caller. That means you're a liar. You're pushing misinformation and you lie and try to convince everybody else that I'm the one lying. Makes you a dirtbag. You're the dirtbag we talk about on this program because you don't focus in facts. You focus in manipulation and propaganda. You would be perfect for one of the lamestream networks. Maybe you should call into public radio. They would love your point of view. You wouldn't even have to lie about what you're going to talk about. You could just call right in and talk about it. But that's the difference. That's why I'm hammering you in your call, because you're a liar. Yesterday he told me, you just want to keep your job. That's why you talk about Trump. I voted for Trump before I was on this station. They just like to hear themselves speak usually, too. It's called a seminar caller. I think that was coined by Rush Limbaugh. Is you're a Democrat, you call in, pretend to be something else, and then you push garbage. You try to set it up like, look, look how great this is, and then, oh, my God, look at the big, oh, man, what a hook he got in on us. I didn't see that coming from a mile away. Thanks for the call, Kent, Willie. I love the fact that you forgot your own damn fake name you came up with. That was the best part of your call. Thanks for calling. You may have made my day. All right, let's take a break. We'll be right back. We'll go to Don X in Kingwood next. I know he's a real caller with real information. Captain Jack, you ever call into a radio program and forget the fake name you came up with?
My name is not Captain Jack. It's Stan. My name is Stan. Call me Stan.
Captain Stan.
Or Gonzo.
Gonzo, okay.
Yeah, there you go. They used to call me that in the Navy.
They used to call you Gonzo?
Yeah.
Why, because you're always gone?
So, Gonz. No, it's a different way. I'm sorry. Never mind.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Oh, I think that could, it could mean a lot of things.
Yeah.
All right. Welcome back to Kent X Radio. I'm going to